Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
People used to say there is no morality in politics. And often politicians, once they are elected into offices, they tend to ignore those promises they have made, or in some cases, they don't keep them at all. So if this is the case, why do we need to ask politicians to make outlandish promises to us when we already knew that they would not keep up to their promises? In the context of Sierra Leone, do we really need manifestos? Are they really viable for us? Could we find some better ways to communicate with our electorates, the politicians, to specific? All these and more, we have a very important message to send to our politicians. Today, we will attempt to answer some of these questions we have just posed. Manifestos, are they really relevant given the context of Sierra Leone? And also we'll be looking at the statement made by the former Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, who has bet his life or be jailed if APC wins the election. On the program also, we have a viral video of the President Julius Maada Bio, claiming that he has given Marampa more than 40 billion American dollars. I know some of you guys have seen it. All these and more, plus your text. You know, we love your text. They add up to the spices and make the program juicy. And mostly our programs are fantastic. We thank you very much. So, family, una welcome back to yet another very important. My name is Mohamed Kagbo. Una gets the show where I believe say this we can help we for analyze why we really need or why we don't need the manifesto. And as time that goes on, we continue also for come up with the two different manifestos, SLPP manifesto and APC manifestos. We already don't get Dr. Samuel and Yon, Afofan, not all will go release. And we'll go and take time, go over, not on this program. Today specifically, what you get for do, just they analyze why we even need a manifesto in the first place, if it's useful. And the reason why they ask the question, because we say the manifestos there, where they put, even translates into reality. So all this and more, not going to say, with the cam just now for can continue with the program. If not the first time this for join, we please consider for subscribe. We welcome you to the family. This na Talking Point platform with the broadcast na YouTube TPP Leon as well as Facebook Live on Talking Point platform. We can just now.
Talking Point platform for news every day now we country alone for education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We put enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit TV.
Yes, so fam will all go straight to the point. First thing first, over the years, we don't look at this, we don't wait for this particular opportunity for can talk about manifestos, what it mean. Basically, not just a document where politicians can put forward and say, we say, now them plan here, then get for can help we. In the President Julius Maada be able to put 536 action plan there. When they get power, waiting if they can do. But before we come deeply into the analysis, now we go quickly and take the new barometer. The civil society don't organize itself. They don't try to track them 536 promises here or manifestos here where President Bio say they do and try to see if actually do. from there now we can jump on the question why we really need, or if at all we need manifestos at all. So let me go back, let's go quickly and come up with this important side of the program. Just all right, so let's listen this one quickly.
During the 2018 presidential campaign, President Bio said his top priorities were improving quality and access to education, revamping the economy, fighting corruption, making the executive efficient, addressing impunity, and protecting women and girls. The question on the minds of many Sierra Leonean voters is this: did we get what we voted for in 2018?
Depending on who you talk to, some say it's excellent, some say they are disappointed, some don't even care. And these are the kind of views that continue to shape Sierra Leonean communities here on the ground and even online, at home and abroad.
Today, we add something fresh to the debate: facts and evidence. We present to you the Biometer. This Biometer evaluates the efforts made on the 536 promises in the SLPP's 2018 manifesto, The New Direction. This is not about perception. It is not about whether you're for or against President Bio and the SLPP. Instead, it reflects the evidence gathered on all 536 promises made by the SLPP in 2018. We looked at 19 sectors the manifesto covered. Some sectors have more promises than others. There were 83 promises made on the economy, 70 promises to improve governance, all the way down to communications and energy, with under a dozen promises.
For each of the 536 promises, a team of experienced Sierra Leonean experts actually gathered evidence on each promise and then measured it against the progress made.
They categorized actions on manifesto promises using 5 areas: promise achieved or kept in green, significant progress in attaining promise in blue, minimal progress made on promise in yellow, promise stalled or not started in red, or promise is vague or not rated in gray. Now, how did we produce the Biometer? Here are the key results. Number 1, overall, 536 promises were tracked. The language of 40 of these promises was vague and unclear, and therefore not rated. Thus, in total, we rated 496 promises.
So there are clear examples of vague promises, like I will depoliticize student union, I will abolish supreme executive authority, and these reckless orders from above.
Number 2, of the 496 promises rated, overall, President Bio took varying degrees of action on nearly 80% of them. That is 79.9% of the promises. 305 promises, representing 61.5% of the 2018 promises, have either been completely fulfilled or significant progress has been made towards completion. About 18.4% of the promises have just started or show minimal progress, while 21.1% of promises are stalled or not started at all.
Number 3, some critical sectors actually made progress better than others. For example, land, housing, and country planning completed 94% of its promises. Basic education completed 84%, tourism 76%, energy and power 73%, information and communication 70%. You can see that those first five sectors actually made international benchmark because they completed promises here at home. So you can see down the graph. Mines and minerals is 42, governance is 40, transport is 35, local government is 33, and water resources only completed 33% of the promises.
So you can see that over the last 5 years, we achieved quite a bit in some areas and less so in other areas. Moreover, it is important to note that achieving a manifesto promise does not necessarily mean a change in outcomes or in people's lives. The real task we have at hand is seeing how to support political parties frame manifestos that can lead to greater transformation. The more we discuss party manifestos and the policies contained in the document, the more we can discuss the ideas that can move our country forward.
All right, so that's just a flashback about the promises the way President Bio be make. Now, even if we go further, we forget a clear understanding about this detailed statistics where they don't put say not to the all meet. In fact, to some cases, they're not even church there. But the thing where we still they worry about now more manifesto than ever come out. And the one that when we just put the previous one they said they're not able to match up to that, we're not able to get any tangible results. But for let we just manage people the expectation about manifestos, not to anything will be for Abopa, because reality get for kicking. Once you don't win the seat of power, you don't go into governance, you don't go see really the work of the day, then the reality they kicks in. All those rhetoric, all those outlandish promises you don't make, you don't see the reality now. In fact, why would not for even the worry? Why would for even they put a question mark if really interested, or why would for even ask why would for even need them in the first place? Because politicians can still use as excuse, because some they can say depending on the way ask. If you ask the politician, I will tell you they don't do all the manifesto. For example, President Bio say he don't carry it out all the manifesto. In fact, he don't give boya. Now we just take that part the law, we just listen how that's important. And for just buttress to the point, if we we need this manifesto, now we just go back and listen to waiting President BOBC.
Politics, I want to talk to you about. My government, they don't do A, B, C, they go take the pass that. Because the manifesto will be put out, when are the written document of the things that will be said they do, when I will put out, we don't done that one day. The things that we do, in fact, we don't do more things than the day inside the manifesto. And that's not during COVID.
So family, seeing what they talk, do we really need manifesto? How important? Are they really going to benefit the ordinary person? Now you see President Bio say in what he puts in book, you don't do it. Now we get independent people where do assessment in all the 536 promises where President Bio promised. We see say some of them are not even touch them at all. So now we get a fresh mandate, a fresh manifesto then get for Trikul. But now we just come up with one quotation from Harry Brown. He said, for those looking for security, be forewarned that there is nothing more insecure than a political promise. That's not a prominent political figure back in the United States, not a politician, not a journalist, not a book writer, and they don't even nominate him for stand as a president in America. Check about Harry Brown. So most people and feel say them rhetoric than they. Most people and feel say them promises and they get for better than life. But based on all the evidence we gather, those are just mere promises. They just mere promise because the reality get for kicking. But that don't mean say we don't work out there. We get for count them definitely. We get for the canal carry them step by step. We'll start most probably with Dr. Samuel Ayon because I would only answer on in manifesto, and because the thing is, most of these politicians, the promises they can make now out of this world. For example, just a listen about this guy, where they call Salamina, where they promise Salon people and Kono people. Listen this.
Under my leadership, they have been so unable, and whenever it's time to contribute in parliament, they exhibit with dexterity. Can attest to that. Today, they believe in the vision of retired Brigadier Justice Manabio that indeed, giving him for sure another 5 years, our home district that we represent will become a paradise, and Sierra Leone at large will become a paradise. Thank you very, very much.
All right, so now where they make outlandish, they make extraordinary, this now out of this world. Now out of this world promise, they will make the streets, cannot the streets for become a paradise and by extension Sierra Leone. Near you to know say this na vague, na false, you know, they are happening. But these are the type of statements that they can use when they want into power. These are the kind of things we'll get for worry about. So I still ask, do we really need manifestos when we knew already that these people, they will not keep up to their promises, or sometimes they just ignore? Do we really need them? This night thing we'll get for debate on, and hopefully we get for the look at the details then as time goes on. So I mean, this not just a preamble of why we need them. And for me personally, I feel saying until we get for a debate on more and more and understand, see, maybe there should be a better way for communicate to the people. Now, let me go to one viral video where they make rounds on the social media. Maybe some of them don't see this, some of them don't say it, about the president giving Marampa $40 billion. Now take a listen to this.
President, you don't go believe Makoki and Marampa today now nearly $40 billion we don't give them cash.
So this video, they go around at the social media. The president say, he don't give Marampa and Mafoki $40 billion. This is, I think, now, I will put what they can say slip of tongue, because it's not possible. It's not possible because Salon economy force will not even get a reserve of $1 billion. So they put $40 billion. So I think what is the try for talk now 30.
If you try to make the president, you don't go believe Makoki and Marampa today now nearly $40 billion we don't give them cash.
You know, so this video, if they check now the social media, they make rounds and people and they say this pasmak lie, all the stuff that they, but actually what me understand, because I don't listen the other part of the video, and previous same comments on Marampa and Mafoki, he actually referred to loans nearly 40 billion, maybe not just a slip of tongue, you know. Motorman, you know, anyhow they make mistake, but we know how perhaps how people like get taken, and no say if somebody don't they lie, look like the promises that we don't make too much. So this then just take us in one of the promises and back where you are. I mean, these are part of the lie back, because so many times we don't see blatant and unrealistic promises that way shameful no can to pass. So this particular video, I know say yes, President Bio, he don't lie, he lie, yes. Now they will not get no other word, because if somebody say they do this, do not do it, you not get no other name for color. I lie, don't lie. Because we get the evidence there for sure. Say yes indeed. This man, he don't lie past Salon people, not to want not to tweet not to tweet him. We know that. So, but this particular video will play, then they just a slip of tongue. So the next video we're going to play now the issue of the former vice president Victor Fo. Victor Fo don't say if APC win. He say if APC win, he will kill himself. Made them kill her. Victor Fo say if APC win, made them kill her or made them jail her forever. Made them jail her forever. You know, Salon na a big movie. Low share for Nalona from Victor Fo himself. I know say a lot of people they look at and say this is unthinkable, but yeah, it's real. Victor Fo say if he believes say APC not get for win, and that if APC win, he don't give him prize, he don't give him punishment. He say made them kill her, or made them jail him forever. La plan for Lana gets them clear.
Wow, what an amazing act.
Lord, we don't be like say we talk for
right now. If only there was an easy way that I could book. Hey, just a second. You know, say for subscribe now free. Plenty people already watch here. Mother, I'm not going to set people.
No, we count time for now. Lona Kairi. Victor Fo say, if APC win, made them killer. Now we count time for now quickly.
Now they agree the APC may not give them for go stone you or for go cause rudeness. Now they come out with stone or waiting, they go stone you, they wound you. Now they may also obey. Mother, I'm not going to set people for do that to you. But at the publicly say, I apologize for that misbehavior
Big clap,
of the APC.
big clap.
That's what they do. From your host,
Yes.
from that host, when they do that, the crowd na bow, when they kill so much, then rush at the house, then broke the host, then burn it down. From where APC promised for build the host, from where they promised Mada 11 September 2011. Penny they not put. Now so then they lie. And now so they owe me. Then go value the house and the back house. Put together with the rent they owe me. APC owe me 835 million euros at that time. They're not able to pay me 1 cent. But for respect for you and for what you stand for, you and your wife and your vice president, the party way peaceful, where I can want shake them. I don't want to talk, but somebody there where I respect, now you can say left them first. But me, I want shake them. They owe me. And they talk publicly. Let one APC come out. They say Victor for the lie. I get the documents. They owe me 835 million euros at that time. 11th September 2011. But for peace, at the beer. Corner people, I decide for do this Daya respect, particularly for the first lady. Particularly. But when I look back, me, I work as district officer, assistant district officer. Now 9 out of the 12 original districts, not an excrement in district the way they make it. Where they make that, now me and the expert local government inside APC. They not even tell me. They not tell me. When I hear it, they do, I go to her, Mr. President, I don't see it this way. Can we look at it better? They don't answer me. They go ahead. But when I look the diagram now, I look the geography, the population geography, it is to your advantage. Greatly. They not going to ever win. Me, they challenge that. If they win, I'm not afraid that I will. Because my God give me the life. But if they win, let them carry me go jail. And let them kill me because I didn't kill. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid that.
All right, so Famula, I don't get from Victor Fo, we don't make it clear. Say if APC win, you know, it good all together record here. We live now an interesting time now where we say anything where you talk, you don't can social media, you don't can inside the nets, the internet, it's done. You're not going to be able to retract your statement or go the plan for you forever, and generations yet unborn get for come meet. Victor Fo, we don't go over in history of APC, but the thing is just for telling our politicians and they that they always look for the only the sweet part, you know, and some of them are then done deliberately for cover their own track, you know, for cover waiting they don't loot because you know so when the the commission of inquiry come, a lot of politicians in panic because some man the money still a ton, some man is still a ton, so people in the afraid. So the best way for do now for label or either I go defect or either someone secretly go pay. So I believe based on everything we made and assess, Victor Fo now one of the reason we make a defect to SLPP now for cover it looks just like very similar to Alpha Khan. You know, this some of the reality. You know, of course, they're not going to admit it openly. They will tell you say they do it for the country. I mean, always then for the country. But the thing, a genuine thing, you get for think, pass you think critically, you know the reason why make them do this. So it just funny, you know, it's funny, serious, and just like couldn't say there's no dignity in politics, decency, no they, you know, particularly with politics or the practice in a saloon, you know. Would I ever imagine or think or believe, say, Victor Fo will reach the rank of vice president of Sierra Leone under the APC for making they come out now, they criticize the APC, say them the thief. I mean, and all be the so if you say APC the thief, then you all be the not to say you they out. No, not be the day. Then we lost election. So if they come out play now, Victor Fo they tell we say APC the thief, then now the thief man there. You say not thief man. Just logic. There's no way you go clean yourself over that. There's no way. How? People are not fool again. People they understand and they read, they understand, and people they follow. If we say APC, we are thieves. Now people don't know they all them promises there. And throughout the career, we span close to 40, 50 years, you do one party. You do this one party. Now, you they come out public, they say the people are not thief man there. But all the years they are, we not be in a power, we not get power, things and they go for, you know, come out plain and call and say that the thief and a thief man there. Now, only when power don't left you because it become one of the reason the key people away actually feel so bad where make them decide for go join SLPP. Victor Fo wants the flag bearership. President Bio, President Koroma decide for Guy Samora. And this Alpha Cancer be one the flag bearership. When I hear one of the videos they will play now, then this when I hear the talk say, in be want make them get the flag bearership, but no game. So these are the things we don't boil them. But just like what they can say, just like Jesus Christ, in disciple they all, he know them like in palm. He know the one a good one. You know they all get for betrayal. Just like prophets, he gets all in disciples. You know the good one. You know the munafik. You know the one where actually they fear God. All that stuff. Then they just like a teacher. You know your students. You know the students who they perform well. You know the unserious students. You know the students who are unserious. You know the students, especially students who don't get for long. You know you don't get them. You know your students. You know their capacity. Former President Koroma. We don't assess all the ministers. And he also said none of them not qualified. None of them not qualified reach Dr. Samuel Kamara in terms of even clean record. So he decided for Guy because I feel say he do this, even though yes, the process will be used as selection, but generally I think it be done for the country. He assessed the individual as he say, this man, he no get dots. I don't see any but this man. No, we give this man this country. Even though this man not to APC, not to be what they say founding fathers there or people who don't deal with APC or don't suffer for the party. No, they come up from the man and a public servant all in life. But this now so God they pay. If you work for God, God they pay you. If you work for put in my pockets, God they pay you back as well for that you see. And most of these politicians then, when they be there under EBK, they were working sincerely for themselves, genuinely, audaciously for themselves. Then they work for themselves. And after, the President Bio be the President Koroma be the citizen. It be the citizen. When corruption cases then be the calm, it be the no, everything be clear. So you know we expect genuinely for no, particularly if Alpha Khan then accuse them for corruption, undermines a thief a good number, millions of dollars, according to the allegations, where they then pull on there. So President Bio, President Koroma, because of perhaps the love of the country, I don't know, perhaps he got an ulterior motive or whatever, but one of the reasons we assess it's probably because he sees this man it's more clean than the rest, so he decided for the flag bearership. So these ones that now they come outside, they say APC corrupt, but on all be dead, so on all. So you see, so if they corrupt and thief money, which means it's not a part of it because you are vice president, which means you have thief money. So now that make we say some of them then join for cover and loot. Anyway, so family, let's take short music break. With the calm now for can reading our text. The program today is short. I can read my text quickly.
We country slow, we want for no, why not they grow? Yeah, we want for no, let's make we country they.
All right, so fam, we'll take some of our text there. I'll take this audio come up from. This one they come up from Kadiatu. Please don't listen to that old man. He's out of his senses. These are the people responsible for Sierra Leone backwardness. Thank you, Kadiatu, for this. This one they come up from Aisata Diture. That's not even true. APC does not kill their peaceful people. This one they come out from Alpha Mahmoud Bar. Vote wisely. This one they come up from Ibrahim Timbo, $40 billion. I think they refer to President Bio statement we make. This one they come out from Otaki Mabere, Dr. Samuel Kamara say right direction. Okay, and yeah, this one they come up from Alpha. Yeah. All right, yes, this one they come up from Aisha Kester. Good afternoon. Yeah. So family, today in our short program anyway, we just featured issues that are very interesting. So what we'll get for Can do now, the next program, we'll get for Can show now the manifesto of Samoa Kamara. Will it take time? Organizer will put on for her, will explain to her what this mean, and when I said we'll get the opportunity for calling. Hopefully that will be done in this next segment. So until then, I want to use this opportunity for telling her plenty thank you. We will tap the program here. We'll just we'll tap the program here. All right, family. We will come with the manifestos very shortly of Dr. Samuel Kamara and Bio. All right, let's take this two texts that will come inside. So this is a disgrace to the APC, wonderful justice. This one, 40 billion, me attacks. Yeah, I think it'd be really funny, but anyway, that's again. All right, family, we'll come back with another important segment.
yo, we country slow. We want for no, why not they grow? Yeah, hey, bo, we want for no, wait till make we country they go slow. Wait till make it all they grow.